They never tell you that aging provides you with a gift, something that makes the difficulties more than worth it. On the outside, you're holding it together, but inside, you're just done. Does that sound familiar? Paul knew that feeling, but what he wrote in 2 Corinthians 4:16 might change how you face tomorrow. Let's talk about it. Paul didn't hide from the reality of exhaustion. He knew the toll of aging, illness, and mental strain, plus the daily pressures he was under. But here's the promise. While the outer life wears down the inner life, our soul is renewed daily through Christ. Renewal is not a one-time event, but an ongoing, present tense work of the Spirit. It gives new perspective, fresh strength, and a hope that the world cannot duplicate.
People always say I look like I have it together. Career on track, bills paid, smile at the ready. But honestly, most days I feel like I'm holding my breath underwater. On the outside, it all looks smooth. Inside, I'm running on fumes. My job feels like a treadmill I can't step off. I keep thinking a promotion or a new project will finally wake me up again, but every day bleeds into the next, and it's hard to remember what joy at work even felt like. I had a shot at something better not long ago, but fear and that old familiar voice, "You'll never measure up," kept me frozen in place, afraid to risk it all for something new. Then there's my heart. My first real relationship left marks I don't talk about, and now I catch myself keeping everyone at arm's length. Safer to build a wall than to try again and watch it all crumble. I tell myself I'm fine on my own, but the loneliness sometimes seeps through the cracks. And faith, well, that's complicated. I tried going to church and I feel like a spectator watching a play. No feelings, and I'm not sure I believe. I want to know God is real, that Christ meets ordinary people like me, but my prayers feel rehearsed and hollow. And honestly, I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So when I read Paul's words, though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day, I want to believe it. I wake up tired, work tired, go to bed even more tired. My mind, my body, my hope, they all feel frayed. But if daily renewal is real, maybe I don't have to fix everything at once, or fake a bounce back. Maybe it's enough to let God do quiet, hidden work inside while life on the surface stays messy. What if Christ's promise isn't about giving me my old strength back, but giving me new hope, new resilience, one day at a time? If Paul found renewal in prison and pain, maybe there's hope for tired professionals, broken hearts, and weary want-to-be believers. Maybe running on fumes isn't the end of the story. Maybe it's the place God starts something new in me.
That's what it means when Paul says our outer self is wasting away. It's not just physical decline, it's the quiet exhaustion of living on the fumes. Yet, this verse meets Maya with a whisper. God can renew you day by day. Your doubts, fears, and scars don't disqualify you. The Spirit offers a daily renewal even when the outer life feels stuck. Paul's promise isn't of instant relief, but daily renewal. Not a magic fix, but enough strength for today. When our outer self feels drained, God's Spirit supplies a steady current of hope, resilience, and perspective. And tomorrow, He'll do it all over again. At Walking the Way, we come back to one simple truth. Love God and love your neighbor as yourself. Renewal is what lets us keep loving, because God renews us even when our outer strength is gone. Now let's pause and reflect. Where in your life do you feel like your outer self is wearing down? What might daily renewal from God's Spirit look like for you right now? How could you shift from seeking instant fixes to trusting God for today's strength? Please share if you're comfortable in the comments. I'd love to know. Let's take a step with Him by doing this walking practice today. When you wake up tomorrow, whisper a simple prayer before your feet even touch the floor. Lord, renew me for today. Nothing more, nothing less. Just invite His renewal for the day ahead. Now, on the subject of praying, let's do that right now. Dear Father in heaven, whom through you truly all things are possible, Thank you for the promise that though our outer self may be weary, you renew our inner self day by day. Lord, meet us in our fatigue, in our doubts, and in our hidden scars. Give us strength for today, peace for our minds, and hope that rises even when life feels heavy. I pray all these things in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen. If prayer seems like a hard thing to implement into your daily spiritual life, perhaps a prayer guide could make it a little bit easier. And if you think so, drop pray in the comments and I'll make sure you get a copy of one. I hope this devotional has reminded you that decay doesn't have to have the last word. Renewal does. If you'd like to continue discovering how God's promises bring strength, let's watch this next video now together. I'll see you over there.